Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about Form 8949 sales and other disposition of capital assets. So basically the Form 8949 used to report capital gain and losses from investments for tax purposes. The form segregates short-term and long-term capital gain or losses. Filing this form also requires Schedule D and a Form 1099B, which is provided by broker to the taxpayer. Now, who must file Form 8949? Anyone who sells or exchange a capital asset such as stock, land, or any artwork must complete 8949. Both short-term and long-term transaction must be documented on the form. This Form 8949 tells the IRS all of the detail of each stock trade you make during the year, not just the total gain or losses that you report on Schedule D. Your 1099B should have all of the information that you need to report on 8949, including each of stock sale is whether if it is short term or it is long term. Now, individual use the Form 8949 to report sale or exchange of capital asset not reported on any other form or any other schedule. Gains from involuntary conversion other than from casualty or theft of capital assets not used in your trade or business. Non-business bad debts, worthlessness of a security, disposition of interest in QOF, Qualified Opportunity Fund, the election to deferred capital gain investment in the QOF. So, and also the corporates, partnerships, they also use the Form 8949. So basically, if they are filing, they need to report all the important information regarding sale of stock of a partnership, 10% owned foreign corporation, unadjusted or undistributed long-term capital gain from Form 2439. Also, the non-business bad debts, worthlessness of a security, disposition of interest in QOF, election of deferred capital gain invested in QOF or Qualified Opportunity Fund. So now guys, you can ask what is 1099B. So basically 1099B, if you receive the box 2, it helps you to determine if the gain or loss is short term or long term or subject to a specific rule. If box 2 is blank or code X, that is for applicable checkbox on Form 8949, it means the top of the box from Form 1099B. Your broker does not know if your gain or loss is short term or long term. Use your own records to understand the situation, whether it is short term or it is long term. Now, please go through the form part by part, then you can have a easily you can understand or easily you have the concept what is for 8949 actually is. So basically you can see in the part 1, this was short term transaction involving capital asset held less than 1 year or 1 year, generally short term. So here you can see ABC means short term transactions reported on form or the basis reported to IRS. B, short term transactions reported whose basis is not reported to IRS. C, short term transaction not reported to you on your Form 1099B. So basically here you have to tick A, B or C, which one is there for you in 1099B, and also the description of the property, date acquired, date of sold, disposed of, proceeds means selling price, cost and other basis, adjustment, code for instruction, like whether if it is there any was sales or not, and ultimately gain or loss. Same goes for long term as well. In part 2 you can see if the capital assets which you held for more than 1 year are generally long term, and also the boxes are slightly changed in the form of D, E and F, long term transaction reported whose basis reported to IRS in D, in E, long term transactions on form 1099B showing basis not reported to IRS, F, long term transaction not reported to you on form 1099B, and same description of property and everything is same, like date of acquisition, date of sale, proceeds, cost. You have to report or provide all the information here in this form, and it will automatically flow here, everything will flow. Now let's have a look how everything or every information provided in 1099B work in the Drake software. Let's have a look in Drake. Now I'm typing 8949 here, just click and you can see form 1099 8949 sales and other disposition of capital assets. So guys, what I have told you, this is exactly the same. If you go through it, like you have to tick here if it is 1099B relates to the taxpayer or the spouse or it's jointly owned. Now date of acquisition, description, type of gain or loss, you have to select short term or long term, date of disposition, cost basis, what sales was allowed or not, and everything you have to report here. Once you report or provide all the important information in the form 8949, it will automatically report everything, and this blank boxes will be filled here. Now let's have a quick look on Schedule D as well. It will help you to understand better. Like part 1 in 1 year, total of all short term transactions are reported on form 99B. Also, if you choose to report all the transactions on form 8949. So guys, 1B, total of all transactions reported on 8949, box A, box B, box C, everything. So whatever you report here, this should flow to Schedule D as well. So I guess this will help you to understand how to report 8949, and also the same thing will go to flow to Schedule D as well. You can see there are 3 parts in Schedule D. Part 1 short term capital gain losses, part 2 long term capital gain or losses, and then last part is for summary. So everything what you report on 8949, it will flow the same in Schedule D. Just you need to report everything very carefully in 8949 as per document provided in 1099B. So suppose if I tick here for short term, and also I just say like E-Trade Securities, various. If there is any muscles, adjustment is for 100. So guys, I guess you can understand what I have already mentioned in every each of the column. Like I have provided the description of property. I can also mention here as stock. and the result will flow to here. And the same thing will be as well in part 2 for long term as well. And this amount, say, so this amount will flow to schedule D as well. So guys, I'm just quickly recap what I'm doing, the recap what I've already told you. So basically 108949 is used to report capital gain or losses from investment for tax purposes. The form segregates short-term and long-term capital gain. Filing this form also requires Schedule D and Form 1099B, which is provided by the broker to the taxpayer. So basically anyone who sells and exchange a capital asset such as stock, land or any artwork must complete 8949. Both short-term and long-term capital gain transactions must be documented on the form. So 8949 tells the IRS all the details of the each stock that you trade during the tax year, not just the total gain or loss that you report on Schedule B. Also you need to report here on 8949 including each of the stock sale, whether if it is short term or long term. So guys, I believe you enjoyed the video and understood what I have told you regarding form 8949. Okay, goodbye.